my passion. And then 6 months after you get married, you like, oh my God, this one right here made my Kundalini rise. And now you ready to drop Derek, the computer guy, for Robert, the stud over here, when you should have just waited. So be sure that that's what you want. Just because this person is going to ask you, like, there was no excitement in the question to me. I don't feel like you were excited about the possibility of this person wanting to marry you. So I feel like you are just kind of like, well, if he asks, then I guess so, because he's a good person, he's a good provider. But it doesn't mean that I really like him. And if I don't really like you, I don't want you climbing on top of me. It's just, and I'm definitely not about to be climbing on top of
And
me.
this phenomenon, see, I have to think about what have you written, or do you keep a love journal? Because I I I'm I have written in my love. I want this person to give me butterflies when I'm 65. I don't want to be like, well, I married him because he wanted to marry me. I want to still get butterflies
Excited about it.
when
And
he's older.
immediately, that's a discussion you could have with him, because she said he was the one who was saying, and she felt it was too early. Then you can say that without shutting it down. Like, are you, like, we barely even know each other? Like, you
Right.
can end that with, like, well, what's my last, like, sometimes you can just say to people, what's my last name, what's my middle name, what's my, you know what I'm saying? Like, if
What's
you
my
don't
favorite
know so
color?
much about me, like, how are you ready to marry me? Like, hold on. Like, are you
You
just
know,
saying that because you think that's what'll get you what you want in a relationship? You have to understand why a person is saying this. Just because a person says that they want to marry you don't mean that I can say that I'm gonna give up nothing but cakes and then tomorrow have a cake. Just because I said it doesn't mean that it's actually going to happen, or that I truly mean what I said. It could be good intentions, or it could be the means to me getting what I want from you. I'll tell you I want to marry you. I'll tell you this is what I want to do because I want to have sex with you uninhibited.
but you know what I also saw? We're older. We're of a certain age. We're older men. We're trying to marry women who were doing very well for themselves because they didn't have a lot. So they come in and they're not doing well physically or health wise. They pass away and they leave their wives that they got married later in life with all of this debt. Some people are looking for a nurse, or some people are looking to be taken care of. So they start talking about marriage like right off. I do. I feel a lot of chemistry with him. Yes, that's why I was asking what to expect from him. Well, at this point, I just say ask him.
Or just say, like, if you think that this is where he's moving, because I'll bite based on the way that a person responds to you. If I'm texting you and you're not texting me back, or if I'm talking to you, if I'm trying to make plans with you and you're not able to make plans with me, then what you're saying and what I'm experiencing is not the same thing. So if this person is talking about marriage, but you like, that ain't where we headed, then you can have that discussion. This is your relationship too. You're open to say the things that you want to say too, and not hurt somebody's feeling. Like, are you sure we're ready for that? Like, I think this is too soon. I have a friend who just started dating someone maybe a month ago, and this person was like, oh, what would you think about moving in with me or doing this or doing that? And then she's like, this is a little too soon. You can say that. And if you're uncomfortable saying that, then maybe this isn't the person, because the person that you're with should be okay receiving that information back from you, and not just being like, oh, well, you don't like me then, and shutting down and just being, not open anymore. It's all in how you be able to talk to someone. So if this person is to the point where they're wanting to marry you, then you should be able to be like, well, I don't think that we're there yet, but let's work on it, or we'll see, or maybe, let's see, what that looks like in the future, or I think that we should, work on that.
Honey, make sure you get here. You make sure he get in, and you make sure before any of that, you make sure he get a physical. I am serious. I have seen this lady
Nurses
have
with purses. Exactly. Nurses with purses.
they had a whole discussion on men marrying nurses or somebody older. They make sure the woman is older, she's well to do. Um, and what they are doing is they're not doing well healthy, and they are marrying these people, marrying these women.
Now I'm stuck with geriatric Joe, and I got to take him to dialysis every 3 days because I didn't check to see that that his liver wasn't good,
Exactly. And then they are passing away. Then here
leaving
comes,
you in debt or making you
yep,
put them on their insurance. Like it's a lot of things you need to know. Did you Google him? First of all, Google him. That's the first thing you need to do. Make sure he ain't got no criminal history. Make sure he ain't got no wife that he done had back in the day. I literally just saw on IG that this lady had been dating this man for several years. They got married. He told her he had no kids. Right after they got married, she found out that he had 3 kids. First of all, hold on.
they're
All the
free,
time y'all married and you never knew he had 3 kids,
right?
you need to check and see if it's some child support cases, if it's some ex crazies, if he been stalking somebody. Look, your friend is Google. Google is your friend. Put that name in there, just see what come up. What it look like on the other side. Just Google them.
And that's what they doing. And they get on your insurance because they don't, and they ain't been to a doctor since I don't know when. And these men
Teeth
are
falling
passing
out.
away, and
Gingivitis.
they are leaving these women with mounds of medical debt. And these women were well to do. They spent their savings and everything. And then here comes some grown kids talking about, well, well, he wanted me to have this. He didn't have nothing. Don't, make sure you know
Just be
everything.
sure that you have done your due diligence before you say yes. Marriage is all good, and what, like I said 10 years ago, all I wanted was a ceremony. Listen. I could have just anybody could have been the groom as long as we were gonna have a party, and I had that beautiful dress with the boobies that set up real nice and tiara crown that made me look like I was a princess. So as long as you know what you are ready for and what your expectation is, and you can set it. But I do think that I do see that he'll ask you, and it's on you to decide whether you're ready to be steered where you want to steer that conversation.
Exactly.
All right, Miss Phenomenal C. Yeah, I hope that helped you out. Did anybody else have anything for Miss Phenomenal C?
My baby's a nurse though.
Exactly. Tell her to be careful because we don't want to have to come bust no Ricky Ricardo upside the head with a bat like coming out the I'm trying to
She
play my girl. I'm
she
trying to
she
play my
know
girl.
she know her mama crazy.
Listen, I will jump on a moving car and put my hand through a windshield for my child. Do not play. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. All right, Miss Keena, who next? Who next? Keena, are you eating in the background? Like I am starving. Are you eating? Just ratchet. Just ratchet. Hey, Terry
Terry
T.
T.
Your birthday next weekend, right, Terry T? Don't be late talking junk. Miss Angie, how was the walk? The walk is continuous, Terry T. I have to do 100 miles in December. So I walk every day to get to 100 miles. I'm doing a 100-mile challenge for December for St. Jude. So I walk every single day in order to get that 100 miles. So I broke it down 31 days into 100 miles. It's 3.2 miles a day. So every single day I do it. And remember, everybody, bring your drinks next week because we taking shots for Terry T birthday. Terry T gonna be 21 again, and we taking shots. Don gonna be here. All the people, all of us gonna be here, and we about to be like shot, 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 shot. So come in next week with your shot, and we gonna be taking our shots live online with Terry T. I don't know how we gonna organize it, what we gonna decide, but we gonna take a couple shots. Terry T, you gonna be 21. We taking 21 shots. No, we're not.
No, I
We're
got
not.
to go to work Monday.
Oh, Terry T said 42. All right, then we're gonna turn that into 24 and we're gonna take it, Terry T. And so everybody bring your own drink of choice, whatever you want to drink. I haven't decided what my drink gonna be, but I'll be here. We're gonna take and I'm gonna have a shot glass. And we just gonna be like boom, 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 boom. We're gonna take a couple shots here, there. We're gonna do a couple readings. And let me tell you, you'll get real wrong when you get a little alcohol. She just be like, first of all, Susie Q, that is wrong. Like Listen, don't be looking at me sideways when my spirit guide come out like she Tammy Roman instead of the nice person that normally be here. So just be ready for it. All right, so Blue Ocean, can I get her? Wait, can I please get
Let's
general reading?
see.
Okay, Miss Blue Ocean. I feel like we've been talking for a long time, and I need a good deck of cards for Blue Ocean. So let me see. And Don, I don't know if you're still here, but Blue Ocean said hi to you earlier. I do remember that, and I didn't get to say it. I would like to say, Sherry, whatever light you're using, you look a little angelic in the back right there. It's a little bit scary because I know you're not that angelic. I have to make sure they're not coming to get you.
They're coming to take me away. Haha.
Exactly. I'm like, why is she shining like that? Is that her angelic glow? Like they coming to get her?
No.
Lord Sarah Nicole, I wish you nothing but pain. Like I hope that you have so much hemorrhoids because please
I hope
on
you
here.
have the day you deserve.
Amazing people. I just cannot deal with y'all in these trolls. Hi, Miss Jenny. Thank you for being a new subscriber. I love seeing that. I think that's because we funny. Listen, Oprah, somebody's productions, Fox, ABC, CBS, somebody. We are funny. Just go ahead and bring us on here every week. You can have one of us, a different panel of us, and we just funny. We just like seriously funny people.
Where'd Kim go?
And we disseminate great therapy. Keena said we is giving great therapy sessions today. We are telling you to look within and to pull that you out that you want to be. So that's all I'm just saying, people, is
A
be
lot
who
of
you
this,
want to be.
a lot of this ain't psychic.
A lot of this is common sense, and a lot of this is lessons that we have learned by being knocked upside the head over and over and over and over again, honey. Like hitting that wall, boom, nope, that ain't it. Hitting that wall, boom, that ain't it. So okay, we are on
Hey,
Blue
girl.
Ocean, and Zara, I don't even know where you at on the list. Keena, did we skip Zara or Zarina, or was this person on there? And let me tell you something. If you lied to me and told me that you were on the list and you were not on the list, I'm gonna be so mad. So I don't see your name on there, but I don't think that we skipped
Sorry,
you.
I haven't seen that name at all.
So no, we did not read for you. If your name is not scrolling across the bottom, then you are not on the list. We closed the list a long time ago because it filled up, and we can only do so many in the amount of time that we have on there. And you see that we long-winded, and you see that we give out good information, and you see that we are very detailed, and you see that we definitely consulting with the spirits to get information for you. And so once we get a certain number of people on here, we have to stop taking people on the list. So if you did not make the list today, please tune in tomorrow because Shauna will be on tomorrow morning.
10 a.m. Eastern
At
Standard
10
Time.
a.m. Susan and Don will be on Tuesday morning, and then me and Don will be back on Wednesday afternoon or
We're
Wednesday.
not on Wednesday.
Well, actually, this week it'll be Sheri and Don because I won't be there. I will be attending an event at my son's school. I was on from another phone. Okay, that's fine. But if your name at the bottom of the list, if your name didn't make it to the bottom of the list, if your name isn't scrolling across the bottom, then Keena didn't get you. She would have sent you an at blah blah blah. You made it to the list. So if your name isn't scrolling across the bottom, then you didn't make it to the list because Keena lets you know as soon as you made them. So if you did make it to the list, again, Shauna will be back on in the morning. Don and Susan on Tuesday, and then Sheri and Don will be on Wednesday afternoon, and then Don will be back on Thursday morning. So every day this week, someone will be on except for Friday and Saturday.
Is this Shauna and Don on Thursday, right?
It is Shauna and Don on Thursday. Keena says she do remember the name. I remember the name, but I don't remember them being on the list, so I'm not sure. I don't remember seeing them.
Checking.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead. Who's next, Keena? And Zaria, were you no, we're not saying that you're lying. If Keena told you that you were on the list, just let us know. I just don't recall her saying that you were on the list. Oh, Blue Ocean. That's what we're reading. But we do have some people that will lie, Ms. Zari. Is it Zari? I just don't remember that name being on the list. I remember seeing it in the comments. What was your question? Because if you didn't post a question, then she wouldn't have pinned your question. She only pins it when you put a question. If you say, "Can I be on the list?" That's not your question. You have to actually ask a question. Like, can I have a general? Can I have a love? Can I have blah, blah, blah? So if you didn't, Jocelyn was getting a reading then.
Yeah, Jocelyn was the first one.
Jocelyn was first.
Jocelyn was first.
So did you pin a did you pin a question? If you didn't put a question on it, then Keena didn't pin your question, because I made that announcement repeatedly at the beginning. Put your question in the comments and then Keena will pin your question. No, you asked me to post. So did you post a question?
And you didn't post a question.
She said, and I did.
What was your question? Because Keena would have, listen, we have 8 pinned messages, and those are all your questions that you asked. So I don't know. But if you want to wait until we get done then we can read you. There's like 8 people ahead of you. But you need to post your question.
And I got a date. So
you can leave whenever you want. You don't have to stay.
Oh no. It's not until 7. So let's don't look at me like that. Look at her. You got questions, ma'am?
I do.
For a general read. Oh, Jesus. Y'all done made me mess up like I heard.
Okay. Some side reading over there. Okay. Every time we come on live, I burn the candle that Dawn got me. It is so beautiful. It smells so nice. And I did not catch, I won't catch my desk on fire again.
Okay, general for the Blue Ocean.
Blue Ocean.
I am not getting anything for Blue Ocean. I just don't feel like you have anything going on either way, high or low, that is good or bad. You didn't ask a question, so I don't feel like you have anything that is pressing in your life. But I'm not finding, like, when I ask Spirit, I'm not getting anything for you.
I do.
Go ahead, Sheri, you can go.
So I got the 2 of Hearts, the 6 of Spades, and the 8 of Hearts. And I think it's kind of interesting. Are you so the 2 of Hearts is about romance and loneliness, unkindled old love and separation, but it's a cup card. So it's about new love and bringing in new love. But the 6 of Spades, which I find quite interesting, is the Devil card. So the Devil card is a temptation. So I think that you are flirting with temptation, because then I did get the 8 of Hearts, which is flirtation, young love, tenderness, emotion, as well as a physical unity of love. So my question, my dear friend, Blue Ocean, is there somebody that you were like thinking about bumping uglies with? Because this is all telling me that you're going to be looking to to do something with somebody. That's what I'm getting. So maybe you're bumping uglies with your spouse, and maybe you're bringing in, like, you know how sometimes like your love gets kind of dry, and so maybe you're bringing in the spark and bringing all of that back into your relationship, because I get this, like, you need to bring in that spark, or you need to bring into that romance again. for your partner? So, the rekindling of your marriage, the rekindling of your love. Go ahead, Alicia.
Okay, Blue Ocean, what I got for you is more in line with your energy. And what you are putting out. I got the goddess Nagame, which is desire. Now, desire is not just sexual desire, but I have a feeling, or it's coming across to me, that your goals are not as big as the unit. Okay. How can I put this? Basically, your your goal is a dollar, but the universe is ready to give you 1,000. So it seems like you're not um writing everything down, or what you're telling the universe that you want. It's like, you can tell us so much more. We're ready to hand it to you. But it's like, okay, I don't want to seem greedy, or I don't want to seem like I want too much. But it's basically right there, ready and waiting for you. I don't know if this has to do with a business you're thinking about starting, or you have an idea that's trying to get out there. I'm not sure. But it seems like what you want is right there. You're not uh you're not putting into words, going out to the universe, what exactly you want. Um then what was interesting I got from my New Orleans deck is what's called flow. And that is the flow of energy. Basically, how do you go about your day? Um your meditations, what your affirmations, what you're putting out, and your flow of your day. It can be changed by one little habit. Um, I know my flow. It used to be kind of chaotic and all over the place, but I really find that I would forget my affirmations and things like that. My flow of my day really changed. um Water is a way of grounding. So when I take my morning shower, that's when I do my affirmations. And I notice when I do that, my day is it goes pretty not all the times smooth. I am in human resources, but when you basically set the intention for your day and your flow for your day, and it seems like your energy be a lot better once you realize your flow, um, ground how to grant some sort of grounding, which can also be like the shower, walking around in nature. um, but once you get that flow going, then also making it known your intentions and your desires out to the universe. And that's what I'm getting for Blue Ocean. Did you draw any cards? You already drew your cards, right? Okay.
I got like more in the romance category, like reconnecting with their partner.
And maybe that's what the energy flow is off, because it's not a strong connection there. And because that flow card means that energy is off, and you need to, re-energize or put some more energy. You'll notice the day goes by different once you have a different flow to your day. So maybe you may have to change it up. Maybe some hanky panky before you go to work in the morning. You have a whole different outlook to the day when you get sun first thing in the morning.
Mm.
Whole day look like sunshine. Hey, good morning, everybody. Hey, good morning. It worked better than Starbucks. How are y'all? Y'all doing okay? I don't know. Do you know what happened to Megan?
She's having dinner right now.
Oh.
You want me to tell her?
Let me tell you, Andrea, I am a proponent of things that have batteries, okay? Louis Black, what are you doing?
Hey, that's my favorite grown-ass man.
Grown ass man got me a mediumship training deck. I love it.
Oh, sweet.
And I gifted him, I got him the Marvel Oracle cards. I said I know he loved these.
All right, people, I'm back. I had to check on my chicken that I have in the oven. It is so moist and tender. And as soon as I get off of this live with y'all, I'm going to make me some mashed potatoes and some green beans and some corn on the cob. And I'm about to
That
eat.
pie is ready to get
I'm coming to Angie's house. Forget this date.
No, you're going to go on that date. Mm-hmm.
Oh, my live went haywire. I'm like, what the hell? Oh, and I was frozen on the screen like I was high. I'm looking at the TV like, am I high? Oh my God.
I'd rather go eat at Angie's.
Bless him. Me and my son about to throw. All he go eat is the chicken and the potatoes, but I'm about to make some gravy and put on top of that chicken because how sometimes you just want like some chicken and like mashed potatoes and gravy. That's what I want, some mashed potatoes and gravy, and then I want the chicken. And the chicken is so tender. It was some chicken tenders, and I put them in the oven with some onions and some bell pepper. I put a little bit of paprika on it. Oh, Jesus, this is about to be so good. Exactly. That's how I'm looking at. That's just how I was looking at that chicken. Alicia, like, praise the Lord.
I actually have a craving for shrimp and grits.
Oh, me too. They have it at the one. Is there a place that you know to get it here?
No, not really. I don't know.
I've had shrimp and fish at what is the place that we went to, Keena? What was it called? It's the place in Scottsdale. I can't remember, but we went there. Sugar Jam. We went there to have it, and it's hit or miss. Like I'm not an expert on grits because I don't eat grits except for that way. And Keena said that the grits were just okay, but I had shrimp and grits, and I think it was just that little whatever the gravy they put on top of it was good for me. But I had fish and grits, and Keena and them. I think Keena had fish and grits too, and then I think my other sister had shrimp and grits. So I don't know any place here and I think Don has had it too, and I think Don said it was good.
Well, then I like chicken and waffles, and they have a Lolo's. Like I can walk to Lolo's.
Oh my God! Let me show you the picture of what we had. It was on this date a couple years ago that we went there, and my plate looked so good, and I was just saying, oh my God, it looks so good.
Every time I go to Lolo's, I don't like their chicken. I don't think their chicken's that good. Their fried chicken.
I had catfish. I had fries. Oh, I think I did have a piece of chicken because you can get like a chicken breast and a filet of catfish. And I had greens, macaroni, cornbread, or French fries. Girl, that plate looked so good. That's what we had when we went.
Oh, yeah, that's beautiful. Look at that.
Yeah, it was good. And my sister was like, I just saw that in our memories, and I was like, I should come up there. I said, if you go, let me get my to-go order ready.
Was that the one like downtown Phoenix?
We went to the one downtown. I've never been to the one in Gilbert. There is one in Gilbert, right?
Yeah, like right by my house.
What you're talking about?
Yeah.
Is it good?
Been to this one. We stood out line for like an hour to get in there. And,
have you been to the one in Gilbert though? No.
No. But I've been to the Barrio Queen across from it. It was okay, but yeah, I want to go. I literally could walk there from my house.
Oh, I kind of want to go there. We should go there. Oh, your birthday coming up. We should go for your birthday.
My birthday's on Thursday.
I know. We should go. We could go this weekend.
My birthday's on Thursday.
I'll take you for your birthday. I will take you for your birthday. Y'all heard that. So we can either go Friday. I have all day Friday off. Oh wait, I think I made another dinner date with Keena on Friday in secret on the text messages. So don't let
Andrea,
me say
y'all
that.
come in. Like you 7 miles from Gilbert, you might as well. We all might as well go. Tonight I'm going to the Mad Hatter.
Okay, so look, maybe we can go Saturday to the one. We can go Saturday for your birthday, and then Keena, if you look at Alicia's face, like I can't say either one of y'all.
Always planning shit.
This is what I showed her though, Alicia.
Huh? What you mean? You don't know? Can you check and see if the mixture thick?
Oh, wait, what you cooking? Wait, what you cooking?
Chicken pie.
Oh, wait, chicken like
chicken pie. Yeah,
oh,
girl.
listen, I'm gonna need that recipe ASAP.
Yeah, we need that.
I love a chicken pot pie. Look, that's a good hearty meal that you make for your husband on a day like
Yes,
this.
the Mad Hatter. I'm going to the Mad Hatter tonight.
I'm gonna need that.
Ooh, that look good.
Exactly. That's where we trying to go Saturday for her birthday.
So I don't drink alcohol, but I was
okay.
invited out to drink, and I said, "Hey, do you like kava?" And he's like, "I'm down, whatever it is." And I was like, "Cool, let's go to the Mad Hatter."
Kava is so good.
I've been to the Mad Hatter. I've seen the signs, for it or whatever, but I haven't been. And I think maybe you've mentioned it before.
Mm-hmm. So I go with Rachel to like the Mad Hatter and then the other kava place in Tempe. But yeah, I like the Mad Hatter.
Definitely want to go to Lolo's.
Yeah,
if you want to go downtown, we can go. But downtown, it'd be forever.
Downtown Phoenix?
Forever. But it's good.
Downtown Phoenix or downtown Gilbert?
I'd rather go to Gilbert because I've never been to that one.
Yeah, it's right here.
Okay, well, let's do that. Saturday. Keena, I don't know if you want to go, but that's where we're going. Wait, do we have other plans? Because I don't know. I'll just be like, let's go. Sorry, Alicia. Moving on, Miss Irene. Sorry, my bad. What will I get my taxes before this year is over? Been waiting since the beginning of the year.
I'm gonna tell you straight up no, because let me tell you, I filed some. Let me see, I filed some. It was like in 2020, and I just got a refund like this year from it.
Listen, I ain't even filed my taxes last year, and I'm not even ready for this year. Like, you know how you have to get all your expenses for your job? Like, I need to get all my receipts for Restream, all my receipts for Zoom, all my receipts for the LLC, all of that, stack that up, all the receipts for branded tuition, all that. I need to get all that stuff together and give it to her for last year, and then duplicate that and give it to her again for next year. I am so not ready.
Okay, so Miss Irene, I also got a no so I did a yes or no, and the black cards are no.
Wait,
is Irene going to get her tax money before 2022 is over? I got a no almost immediately, like absolutely not.
Claim after our press charges had to mail in, been waiting since March. Yeah, I got some. Yeah, I have really need.
So are you saying that he filed before you could file? Is that what my understanding?
I've had that happen to a friend.
I owe too for the year prior to that. Lord help the children.
I had a friend that happened to where the children's father had filed. It takes them a while to unwrap that, if that's what happened.
Is that what I was understanding from what she was saying in the comments? I thought that's what she was saying. Is that
he filed first and basically filed the kids on his.
Okay.
And if that's
So then you
They
did an
was already
amendment
they was already
did
behind with
you do it
COVID.
yourself or did you go to a tax professional? Let me tell you where, no, you know what, I don't even know. I was going to tell you to go to one of those VITA programs. It's VITA, and it's one of those volunteer programs where they help you with stuff like that. But at least maybe they can set you in the right direction and do in that situation. But it's VITA. I think it's VITA. Let me see.
He didn't even buy them anything with the money or give me a dime. Yeah, you gotta go to the IRS on him and they have to,
Yeah,
yeah.
this is the program that I went through, and it's like professional tax people who will help you with your taxes. So you can contact them and just ask them like how to, to help you or whatever. But it was there an agreement that either one of you would, file the kids in a certain way, like just saying that was there an expectation that you would file every year, or was it an expectation that maybe he would do some years and you would do some years? You have to make sure that that agreement was talked about too, or would you just assume like they stay with me so I get to file them every year? You may get in there unravel it and they'd be like, well, I mean, if he's equally contributed the same way that you're contributing, then this was his year. You can't just decide that you're going to do it every year. So you have to know what your arrangement is or what your agreement is, or kind of like what might the legalities of it might be. Just because you went and filed an amendment to say that it should have been you instead of them, they may ask you to prove that you have more right to do it than he did it, because they may be like, okay, well, you filed in 2019, why doesn't he get 2020? Why aren't you alternating years? So you have to be prepared for what the
Don't even see it or help with anything. See, this is why Lance
well,
followed
you
me.
may have to prove that that's the truth.
Yeah. It's gonna take a while for them to unravel that. Yeah, it's gonna take a while for them to unravel that. That happened to a girlfriend of mine. And
But let me tell you, you're not going to get that for this year. You're not going
yeah,
to get it. I
it
don't
takes
think
them
you
a
get it.
while.
I literally hear at least 6 months. Like I don't hear that you're going to get that anytime soon, honey.
Yeah, it takes them a while, especially if somebody already filed. They were already behind with COVID, and then it takes them a while to unravel that. I mean, he gonna end up the short end of the stick and owing the government. He's gonna end up in trouble for it. But it takes them a while. It takes them a while. You may wait over a year for that.
Again, this is the program that I was saying. So I don't know if you saw it, but that's a program that they'll help you. They may at least be able to answer your questions, but it's a voluntary program and they help you. And it's professionals who like were old accountants or retired people, and they just help you with your if you make a certain amount of money. So contact them just to get some direction. So they may be able to at least help you to get some direction. But if you just actually type that in, you'll get it. And then you can go by your state. And I think it's in all states that it's a program that they'll be able to help you. So I would at least go through that to see what you need to do. Unless you already know and you just refile, it may not be the way that you need to go. You probably needed to actually contact the IRS and say something. But so look that up and see if that helps you. But that's who I went through a couple of times to help them with getting my taxes filed. But now my stuff is so complicated, I really need like a for real accountant to be like, Angie, Lord help the child.
Lord help the child.
Exactly. All right, so Ms. Irene, I'm sorry we didn't have better news for you, but I do not see you getting them. And literally, when I asked, I was saying like at least 6 months before you would even get any kind of relief. Is my man still cheating on me? Yes. I just read your question. I just asked Spirit and I got yes. But you already knew that because the way that you addressed the question, you would never ask it like that if you didn't already know that this person is cheating on you. So Miss Deborah Ella, yes, your person is still cheating on you. You know that you have all the evidence and you just came to us for some kind of hope that we would say no. But yes, he is still cheating on you, honey. Oh, you got a yes too? Exactly. And she got a big yes. Her pin dizzle was like, so Miss Deborah, yes, your person is still cheating on you. and has
Yeah.
repeatedly, and you've caught him repeatedly.
Over and over and over.
And
I'm
you
getting
caught
this.
him repeatedly. So you coming here is pretty much futile. You're just hoping that we would be like, oh no, he's now in love with you, but no, he's still cheating on you, honey.
He's not in love with you. He's not even in love with you.
I feel like we've answered that question before for that person.
I don't even know who this person is, but I'm hearing a no. He's not. Like, what the? You know the answer. What the fuck are you
And
doing?
then I saw dollar signs floating across. So are you the person that has the more money, Miss
Or you're
Deborah?
staying with him because he has the money.
Exactly. All right. May I have a general reading for Miss Kenzo? Okay. I just like that. Or maybe I just like your picture. Your face looks really pretty from what I can see. Why does it matter which person he's sleeping with? You asked us, was he still cheating? And we said yes. So why does it matter which person? It doesn't seem like there's one. She says, please
like
let me know if he's still sleeping with the other girl. I really need to know. Yes, he is. We just said he's still cheating on you and he is still sleeping with that other person. And I feel like it's more than one person.
I do too. I got multiple.
So Deborah, you desperately needed to know, and we told you, yes, he is cheating on you. Yes, he is still sleeping with the other girl and another person. That's what I got. Okay, so Joe Kenzo, may I get a general reading? I feel like when y'all ask a general question that y'all don't really have anything pressing the spirit, because when I go to spirit, they know. I'll never be like, oh, spirit, well, what do you want to tell me? I'll be like, look, I need to know when this gonna happen. I need to know that. I need to know this. I know that. So I feel like when you say general, you don't really have anything pressing and you're just trying to see what's kind of going on. But I'll go ahead and give you, I'm going to pull 2 cards for you and see what spirit is saying.
I think when they do general, they just don't really want everybody to hear what their questions are. Like deep down, they have
So
that.
I think that we go give you a cryptic answer. I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is. All right, so Miss Joe, let's see what spirit has for your general reading. I'm just gonna do 2 cards for your highest and greatest good.
So, okay. Wow, I got great cards.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, so I got they're looking at financial success and that there's potential growth in business and work and the outcome is good and that money and abundance and new opportunities are on the way. Very general, very vague. There you go.
I asked for your present energy and I got the Lovers in reverse, and I normally don't read reversals, but the first thing I saw was disharmony, trust issues, balance, conflict, and disconnection. Is that what you got, Alicia?
I got the etheric chords, which means you need to cut.
Okay, so we both got the same thing. That's what I got for your present energy. I got the Lovers in reverse. And so there's disharmony. There's something not going on with your love life or in your relationship. And this could be a romantic relationship or this could be a regular personal relationship. When we say relationship, remember there's friendships, relationships, business partnerships, there's career, you know what I'm saying? There's all kinds of relationships. But I got I know that we've read this person before because she said the same thing. This is no joke. I really need to know. We've already answered that question, Miss Deborah. We're not answering it again. But yeah, I got the Lovers in reverse. So I got disharmony, mistrust, like you don't trust who your spouse is or what some relationship you're not. There's trust in a relationship. So that's your present energy. Like you're suspicious, you're side eyeing the hell out of somebody. Definitely, Miss Joe. And then I asked for your advice from spirit or your future energy. And I got the world. The world is in transition. That means some things are ending. Some things are ending because I got the world card, and then you're transitioning into something else. So like you're tying up loose ends here, but you're also starting some new endeavors. And then sometimes it's also travel, but it's success, it's accomplishments, it's achievement. So again, you're ending some things and you're starting up some new things. So that's one of the cards. And then the final card I got is the Empress. And the Empress is just like, you know what I'm saying? I got the Empress is pregnancy, fertility, motherhood, um, nurturing, femininity, just feeling beautiful in your own right, just in who you are. Your picture is beautiful, so I assume that you really, think that you are a lovely person, and so I get that that's the energy that you're in, like in that. I know who I am. I believe in who I am. I think that I'm a nurturing person. And so this is your future energy, transitioning to something new, endings, and then being in that nice Empress nurturing energy. But again, remember, I said pregnancy and fertility, so be careful about that. But I do feel like you're ending something in a relationship, and that's what I got for Miss Joe.
Yeah, Miss Joe, I got that. There's some etheric cords, meaning it's some cords. It's somebody like attached to you. I don't know if it's because of your energy or a relationship, but it's some etheric cords that you need to cut off. It's some cords that you need to cut. I also, and I'm getting this card a lot. I'm also getting this duality card for you as well. And duality means, you might be one way. I don't know if this is with the relationship or career wise. It seems like, I don't want to say living two different lives, but it's also, uh, you feel like you can't be your true self. Um, and I don't know if it's at work or what you're dealing with. Um, she said, it's my ex that you need to cut, honey. Let me tell you. Mm. Sometimes we get blinders on. Now, are you still seeing the ex, or
Um,
I'm getting that he knows what to say where you'll open the door?
Or also, I'm getting, because this is the story that they're reminding me. Sometimes we want to help them to move along in their like we may not be interested in them romantically, but oh, I need a ride. Oh, can you help me with my resume? Oh, I'm moving. Oh, I'm this, and we're giving them resources. We're helping them along the way. So I have learned that sometimes people don't learn their lessons when you get in the way of what spirit want them to learn. So if the relationship is over, maybe there's a lesson that spirit needs this person to learn, and you're hindering them from learning their lessons by being an enabler or helping them in a way that spirit doesn't need you to help them. So either close the door, because when I say X, it's an X. Listen, Verizon be like, yeah, that's her ex. Don't let them through. Don't let her talk. Don't let them call. Don't let them text. Don't let them
And
down.
see, and she said, but I'm still emotionally attached to him. So you need to do a release. You need that full moon is coming. You need to release him.
Let me say this. This card jumped out so fast, I almost couldn't even get the question out. Literally jumped out in the reverse. And like I said, I'm a person who normally doesn't read reversals. And it said quickly, disharmony, distrust. This is not the good side of the lovers. This is something that you need to move on for. But you decide how you let a person treat you. If this person isn't treating you the way that you want to, then why would you still be emotionally invested? If I'm telling you one thing and you're treating me another way, I'm going to keep treating you that way if that's how you're going to let me treat you. We allow people to treat us and to receive whatever they're giving by not standing our ground and saying no. So yeah, you can be emotionally attached, but do you like the way he's talking to you? If we were all in a room together, would you like the things that he was saying? Would you want us to witness the way that he's treating you? Would you like us to know the ins and outs of how he's treating you? If the story that is unfolding isn't something that you're proud of or that you would want people to know, then why stay in and move on? And that's all I got. What else were you saying, Miss Alicia?
Um, yes, you gonna have, because I see like a swinging door. Like, and what he does is he knows you emotionally attached. So what he does, oh, I'm gonna keep you have to put the padlock on the swinging door, because you on the other side of it. You the only one who has the power, because all he gonna do is he gonna keep doing what you're doing because you allow it.
And
That's
sometimes we're just not emotionally strong enough to not answer the text. So block that person. I don't even see the text. Listen, the last person that I blocked, when I went in there to check my block messages, there was 41 missed text messages. I sometimes we're not strong enough on our own to do it, so we have to allow technology to help us. Let me block you in every single way that you can give me: email, social media, telephone, and that way I don't have to talk to you. I don't have to see you. I don't need to you know where I'm working. I don't need you to know what I'm doing. So if I really want to shut it down, or you can actually say, um, release those things that are no longer serving me, or ask spirit, how do I emotionally detach from this person? And I'm pretty sure Sheri Berry has a lovely thing that she can tell you on how to detach from somebody quickly. Go ahead, Miss Sheri.
So there are freezer spells that you can do, and there are cord cutting ceremonies that you can do.
Cut. Yep.
What the fuck did I do? And then there are freezer spells, cord cutting. I mean, there's all kinds of things.
I've done the freezer spell. That's where you just take somebody's name, you write it on a piece of paper, and you fold it. Again, Sheri always says fold it away from you if you want them to go away from you. I put mine in a Ziploc bag and then I put it in the freezer. That gets the person off of you there. It freezes them. It doesn't do any harm to them. It just keeps them from having access to you or from reaching out to you. So you can do a freezer spell. You can write his name on a piece of paper, fold it, put it in a Ziploc bag, put it in the freezer, and get that person away from you.
And if you're really nasty and want to be baneful like me, you could put hot peppers in that water, or lemons, or wait. You just want to get them away from you. Then just put them in water, put it in a bag, put it in the freezer.
I've also been told, like, if you want to cut cords, like I've heard people say you can write their name on there and say, and it's something about ending a contract or some kind of connection to them and burning the paper. There's all kinds of stuff. But
burn it, put it out into the universe. Yeah, definitely.
So like it's about to be a full moon on the 7th. The things that you want to release, put them on that piece of paper. Do your whole ceremony where you go out in front of the moon and you say, with this flame I release, and you say his name out loud. You set the paper on fire, you let it turn to ash, and then you give the ashes back to the earth and you release him from your life. It is not haunting my freezer at all, Miss Andrea. Like, I put them in there and I have not heard from this person again. It actually was a troll that was on, they used to come onto our site all the time. And this person was relentless every week, just putting a whole bunch of hate speech and putting a whole bunch of religious quotes and everything. I just put their name on a piece of paper, put it in there. It took a couple of weeks before they went away, but I put them on there and I literally probably have maybe heard from them a couple of times since then.
We got a new troll. But if you want to message me, I can do a spell for you. I do charge for that. If you really want that.
If you want to, like, what is the emotional hold? That is another thing you might want to ask yourself. Why am I emotionally attached to this person? Is it the kind words that he says to me? Is it the way that, he sometimes, because remember, Ike and Tina, he wasn't always pounding on her. Sometimes there were some good things, like, what I'm saying? There were some romantic things that she kind of liked when he wasn't choking her and raping her, or he wasn't choking her and beating her butt. Like, what I'm saying? So sometimes you romanticize the good and you forget the bad. So maybe you need to do a pro and con, like, oh, okay, these are the good things, but this is the reason that you have to remember why you ended the relationship. Oh, he was this, this, and this. And sometimes you have to remind yourself that I am better than what I am allowing this person to give to me. And so you decide if you're ready to detach that emotional connection. I had a girl the other day tell me, oh, I'm looking for another job. I don't want to work here no more. I'm like, oh, give me your email address. I get 8 job, offers a day, 8 requests for jobs every day. I can send you this. Oh, well, then she started backpedaling. Oh, well, I don't really want to do this, and I'm in school, and then I don't. Oh, okay, I can see you're not serious. I'm about solutions. So I had solutions for you. You said you want another job. I had job places for you to contact. If you're really ready to disconnect from this person, then we've given you solutions. The freezer one is the easiest one that you can do to get rid of this person. Actually, the easiest one you can do is to just go on your phone and click block and then never have to hear those messages again. That's the easiest. And then also do that one. But you have to decide if that's what you want. But I feel like you really want the relationship to work out. And so you keep hoping and wishing and praying. But again, if this was your daughter, would you want your daughter to be treated the way that you're being treated? Or would you want your daughter to see you being treated in that way? Like if this man came home with your daughter, would you be okay with this person dating your daughter? And then decide if you're worth more than what this person is giving to you. All right, so who's next, Miss Keena? Yes, I can smell my chicken now. I can smell the bell pepper, Lord.
Wait, what was that? No, that was we just did Joe. Monica Jane.
Current feelings for me, and will he reconcile with me? As we.
Immediately when I read that question, I said no. I gotta know. Will Monica reconcile with Mohit?
I gotta know.
I gotta know immediately. So we all gotta know you will not reconcile. His current feelings. When I say what is his current feelings, I get uninterested. If he's I don't even feel like he's contacting you. You're hoping that he'll miss you enough to contact you, or that he'll respond to you. Like I feel like maybe you're sending oops text, like butt down, oops, blank text, oops, whatever. So I don't get that this person is trying to reach out to you in any way. So I don't get that you'll reconcile, and I don't get that this person is interested in love like that right now. All right, sorry, Miss Monica Jane. You used to be good friends. Okay, well that's the listen. When you guys be like, oh, we used to be good friends. Listen, it's like a dick in a glass bottle. A man is like a man as your friend is a dick in a glass bottle. It's just waiting for you to break in case of emergency. If y'all listen to those comedians from the 80s and 90s, he's like, listen, he's just waiting on a chance for you to have a bad day where he can just lay on your shoulder and then his tongue in your mouth. So that's probably what happened. You had a bad breakup, or you guys thought, oh, we're good friends. Good friends don't mean that you want to have sex with each other. Like I have a good friend, and I am not having sex with that person. So,
ahoy, sisters, ahoy.
Consider when you decide that you want to start inserting penises is, do I want to end a friendship by making this a romantic situation, or do I value our friendship more? And in this situation, you thought that, you could do both, and it doesn't seem like that way. Or maybe you value this person more as a friend than he valued you as a friend. And so maybe he thought that you were, and in case of an emergency, sex person too. Like, oh, in a corner pocket, she's always there. Then once he got it, he didn't want it anymore. And I'm not saying that that's what the truth is, but I don't get that you two will get back together. And I feel like the friendship thing is you trying to hold on and get it back together. Because technically, once you've had sex with somebody, do you really go back to being best friends with them?
Like we were good friends, not romantically involved.
Exactly. And then you decided to go to the romantic part of it. So you rolled the dice and thought, to hell with the friendship, I want some penis. And then y'all romantically got involved. Is that what you're saying? Or you're saying you were never romantically involved?
Because why would you care about somebody's feelings that you would never romantically involved?
And if you, Keena, go back to our question. And if this was your good friend, this is what I understand. If your best friend who is a female just stopped returning your calls, would that be okay with you? Like, why are you accepting this from this person? Like, if we're good friends and this is how you're reciprocating the relationship, then maybe we weren't good friends. Maybe I was your good friend, and or maybe I was convenient for you and you weren't convenient and you weren't maybe I was a resource for you and you weren't, and we weren't as good of friends as I thought we were. Because who is your best friend and they just disappear like that? Like when I have people ask me that all the time, oh, we were best friends and they just stopped talking to you. Then maybe they weren't your best friend. You were their best friend, or you were a resource for them, or you were something that they needed, and went as long as they could get what they needed from you, that's what they got. But If you two weren't romantically involved and this person isn't returning your call, then I mean, I would just move on. Like, I'm not gonna force nobody to be my friend. If you're not returning my calls, then I'm moving on. Like, y'all be getting so tired of like, oh my God, this is my best friend, and they'll just stop talking to me. Then, oh well, fuck it, we just not gonna talk no more. I'm not gonna keep on calling you and calling you and calling you if you don't want to talk to me. And if you don't even have a common courtesy, like, how disrespectful is it for you not to even say why you don't want to talk to me anymore? That's my thing. Like, y'all be holding on to relationships like it's like this is the Last Supper, or this is Jesus Christ and he got the cure for cancer. And you're like, no, if I'm your best friend, we were going along great, and then all of a sudden you just disappeared, and I don't know why. Then you know what? Go to hell. Moving on. I'm not gonna keep hounding you trying to find out why you mad at me. If you don't even respect me enough to say it, then we weren't as good friends as I thought. And I move on. And that may just be me at this age in my life where I'm just not gonna keep pressing for somebody to be a friend. I have a whole gamut of friends who actually care, who actually return my calls, who actually send me love and light, and who actually burn bay leaves for me when I'm having a bad day. I'm not going to be trying to pursue somebody who's just not even responding to me. Now you're on my asshole list, and Verizon also knows who you are.
Who burns bay leaves for you?
This one lady named Sheri that I know.
They better not be taking my space.
Sheri Berry.
I'll be a jealous woman.
Romantically involved. He is married.
I'll be a jealous woman. Somebody else be burning bay leaves for you.
Miss Monica James, you know that we are psychic. So and let me tell you this, the wife might have been like, absolutely not, because let me tell you, my husband's not having a female best friend, and I don't give a fuck how long they've been together. You're not having a best friend who's a female. Absolutely not. That is an in case of emergency sex partner. No, thank you. You are not.
I need one of those.
As soon as you introduce it, like, oh, this is my best friend Susie Q. All right, then I'm out. You be seeing that little SpongeBob, he be like, all right, then I'm out. A female best friend, I'm not dealing with it. And you can call it what you want, but I'm not inviting nobody in. I'm not inviting anything where there doesn't need to be. It's just not going to be that way. You're not my female. You're not having a female best friend. And we're going to move on.
I think I need one of those in case of emergency best friends right now.
What'd you say?
I said, I think I need one of those in case of emergency best friends right now.
It's literally just a dick in a glass jar. So you can say this is my best friend, but this is my, well, I ain't had none in a long time. We was having a glass of wine, and then next thing you know, he was on top of me. Best friend, call it what you want. No. And if I was his wife, no, you're not his best friend. Keep it moving. That's no, absolutely not.
Scandalous. What?
Listen, I'm from that family, the old school women, where they be like, when I leave, everybody leave. Ain't none of y'all staying at the house with my husband. You gotta go. If I'm leaving, you gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go. All y'all gotta go. I watch Cheaters every day. I just watched this one family break up because the babysitter, she was like a lifelong friend. This was the daughter. She was the babysitter. He would say he was taking her home every day after she got done babysitter, and they was in the park having sex. No, thank you.
Shut up.
Everybody gotta go. Everybody gotta go. Exactly, Angelica, that part. Them old school grandmamas do not play. If I'm leaving, Mary leaving, Susie leaving, blah, blah, leaving, everybody got to go. We got to go. No, ain't nothing y'all saying with my husband. Sorry to tell you. Goodbye. All right, who's next, Keena? But some of what we're saying, Monica, I think you know, like you're asking, but and honestly, deep down, I think you know the answer as to why this person isn't contacting you anymore, or what the situation is. You were just hoping that we would say that. I feel like you wanted us to say that he had feelings for you, and that's why he stopped contacting you. And I feel like it was a little bit more like, even if it wasn't to the sexual level, there was some kind of inappropriate flirtation. All right, Miss Lovely. Oh, last name Green. That's what we're gonna go with. May I know how Ricky truly feels about me? Let me tell y'all this. If y'all have to ask that, y'all already know. Because if somebody likes you, they return your calls, they're affectionate for you, they're talking to you. If you're on here asking how this person feels about you, then you kind of already know. Like, describe their behavior. If I say, oh, well, how is blah, 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 and you describe their behavior, is this some behavior that you would want publicly to know? Like, oh, he, takes me out to dinner, he blah, 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 blah. People show you. People can say anything, but do they show you? Like, a lot of people told me they were going to do the 100-mile challenge, but none of them are posting their pics, nor are they walking. So a lot of people can tell you one thing and show you something else. So I'm just saying, if Ricky really liked you, you would know. But I'm going to pull out my true heart cards for you. Okay, if I was in a relationship and it was whether he was saying it versus whether he was doing it, this is your insecurity. This isn't his. If he's showing you, then why are you asking? You know what I'm saying?
Because she wants to hear it.
If a person is taking care, like if I have a husband, he's paying the bills, he's taking care of the kids, he's taking care of me, but he doesn't every single. You knew that along the way that this wasn't that type of person. You have to understand what kind of love language they have. If this isn't that person, then you have to decide right now, am I going to move forward this person? Is their actions better than me also hearing it? Or do I need to hear it and not see it, or do I need both? So you have to decide. If he's showing it and not saying that this is your standstill, this is your walk away. I need to hear it and I need to see it. If you've already had this conversation and you know that he is showing you, but he's not telling you, and you've expressed to him that you would like to hear that, what was the reason that he gave you as to why he wasn't telling you? Like, you guys are making these relationships too complicated. Like, if I said, oh, I really want to hear you say I love you, I really want to say, wanted some affection, and that's not what you do, then I have the choice to decide whether I want to end it here or whether I want to move forward. I can't make you be something that I'm not. If my husband wants somebody who cooks every single day, that might not be what he gets from me. He has to decide whether he's going to move forward with me or whether he's going to leave me and find somebody who cooks every day. Like, you guys are making these relationships too complicated. And I don't have any idea as to how Ricky truly feels about you. If you said he's showing you, then that question doesn't even make sense to me. He shows you that he really likes you. Then what do you want me to say? That he actually does really like you? Give me an example of how he shows you, because maybe he's not showing you in the way that you'd like to be shown. So what is 3 things that he does to show you that he likes you? Okay, then you decide if that's what you want. Listen, you giving me examples as to why he's not very affectionate doesn't mean that you still don't have the choice to walk away. Just because somebody grew up getting abused every week doesn't mean that they have to be abusive. You decide what you want to do and whether you want to walk away. This is your bottom line. You're overcomplicating this. He doesn't show me affection. I want him to show me affection. I can either fight it back and forth with him about him showing me affection and get on his nerves to the point where he leaves, or go ahead, Keena, because I was about to too. Or I can move forward. It's just as simple as that. Y'all guys are making it too hard. If I want somebody who says, I love you, I want somebody who wants to spend time with me, who wants to, be affectionate with me, and that's not what you are, then you're not who I want. But if you're the person who's providing for me and showing me the things that he likes you, then I don't understand your problem. If you want him to say those things that he's not, then you tell him that. And if he's not, then you move on. Like, coming to ask me whether and I'm not being mean, I'm being like, I want you to see it clearly and not romanticize something that may not be clear. If he's showing you, like he's clearly showing you that he likes you, but you're not hearing the words that you want to say, that's your issue, not his. If somebody's saying it and not showing it, then that's his. If I'm telling you that I love you, but I never have time for you, I never call you back, I'm sketchy about where I am, then that's his issue. He's saying it, but the evidence of it isn't there. But if he's showing you and he's not saying it the way that you want to say it, that's your issue. You decide, is him showing it enough for me? And I think that if somebody's showing me, then that's better than him telling me, because you could be lying to me, but what you're showing me is proof in the pudding. Actions speak louder than words. Okay, well, Sheri or one of y'all, can y'all tell her true feelings about him? Because him showing her true feelings isn't enough. Her, like she said, that's her insecurities. And what you're going to do is run him away, because what I'm not going to do is keep having to feed your insecurities over and over and over again. Can you imagine how somebody coming up to you and be like, Ma, can I go to the store? No, you can't. Ma, can I go to the store? No, you can't. Ma, can I go to the store? No, you can't. Ma, can I go to the store? I'm not going to keep answering the same thing over and over again, because you don't understand because you don't have the level of understanding of what a relationship is. Like, that's your insecurity. Then that's where you need to work on you. But if you guys want to answer a question, you can, because I feel like if he's clearly showing you, there's nothing to explain to you.
I had the same conversation with an ex-boyfriend at one point, that our love language was completely different. But if you're not able to adjust to their love language, then you're never going to be able to listen. So my ex wanted me to 24/7 text and reassure him that I was in love with him, or that I loved him all the time, which was something that I was not capable of doing because of my job. And he wasn't able to understand that, and it was something that we could not work past. But that is just like me being, what am I trying to say? Let's say like your significant other comes in and brings you a dozen red roses every day, and you're like, I don't like red, I like yellow. You're not being receptive to the fact that they're bringing you red roses because they're not yellow. And that's the idea of perfection. I don't believe in perfection at all, because my favorite flower, Angie, what's your favorite flower?
We had this discussion. What did I say last time? Tulip. I think I said tulip.
Alicia, what's your favorite flower?
Orchids.
Mine is a Gerber daisy. So if Alicia's boyfriend brought me orchids, I'd be like, the fuck is this? It's just a different perspective. And if you don't allow yourself to open up to other people's love language, and you're saying you want him to be verbal, but he can't. So this is kind of your issue, not his. So
it's still your decision. You decide, this is what I want. He's not able to give it to me. Then I either am able to just move on with not receiving what I want, or I separate. What you want to do is beat him down until he's what you want him to do. I want him to say, I love you. So I'm going to keep on stepping on his neck until he says, I love you, as many times as I needed to feel secure in the relationship. The fact that he brings me lunch, that he pays the bills, that he picks me up from work, that he sends me flowers, all of those things aren't enough. I need to hear him say it. And if he doesn't say it, then I'm not secure in the relationship to know how he feels about me. So you either accept the things that he does, or you decide that this just isn't a relationship for you. Sometimes people just aren't good for you. And so I don't get any negative feelings. I do get that he likes you. Either that or you're okay. And I asked you to tell me some things that he does that lets you know that he likes you. Did you list the things in there that he says that
But she said, I'm not trying to change anyone, but would you be okay if your spouse doesn't tell you I love you?
No, and that's why I wouldn't have married him. This is your decision, honey. You're trying to make it his thing. I also wouldn't be happy if my spouse didn't have any time to spend with me. But if he had time to spend with me, he paid the bills, he brought me things, he fed me, and he was there when I needed him, then that's better than him telling me he loves me every single day. But if
So I
I
guess
need to hear that, then I need to move on because that's not what he's going to do. You're saying you're not trying to change him. Yes, you are. You're saying I want to hear it. He doesn't do it. So what are you going to do? If he's not able to say it, then are you going to stay and not hear it? Or are you going to beat him down until he changes and says it to you every day? It's simple. It's a choice. I either stay in the relationship and don't hear I love you, or I leave the relationship and find somebody who says what I love you. It's not that hard, honey. You're making it harder than it has to be.
And literally, that was with me and my ex. I was not capable of texting him, and he would tell me. In fact, Angie and I, we had this conversation, and Angie's like, it only takes 2 seconds to text, and I'm like, yeah, but 2 seconds every 15 minutes of your fucking day is ridiculous.
But
and
also
my ex accepted, and I'm like, I can't do it. I'm not going to change. I can't change that.
But also, Lovely Green, my thing is this. It's a lot of women who are being told, I love you, but they're going to work with makeup trying to cover a black eye. Or they're going to work trying to cover bruises because he says it, but he's beating her ass. So this is his way. His way is showing you instead of saying it. And even though you want to hear it, you aren't hearing the ways that he says it. He says it with his actions. And if it bothers you that much, if you've brought it up to him, my little suggestion, maybe counseling might help. But if he's not telling you, but he's showing you, that's a lot more than some women are receiving. Because some women are receiving I love you every day, but they're covering up bruises. So does it?
If your love language is different and you can't meet in the middle, then you need to move on. It's as simple as that. If like you can't make him be something he's not. So if he's showing you, which that's what you're saying, then the issue is yours, not his. You need the healing, not him. Again, actions speak louder than words. People can tell you I'm not cheating and then be unavailable for 3 hours because they're at their chick's house. Actions speak louder than words. You're getting the action, but you want the words. Then you need to decide, is it worth, because what is your alternative? Like you've had this discussion with him. You know that he loves you because he shows you he loves you, but he just doesn't say it. So this is your standstill. This is your what'd you say? Not walk away. What is your walk away? Or where is your no, not walk away. What is the goddamn word?
Deal breaker.
Deal breaker. What is your deal breaker? If hearing I love you every day or 3 times a week is what you need, if having somebody to hug you and wanting to nurture you is what you need, but that's not what you're receiving, then this is your deal breaker. You have to walk away. You're going to wear this person down to the point that they're going to walk away. So I understand your question. You want to know how he truly feels, but you said he shows you. So either you don't know, either he's not showing you, or he is showing you, and that's not good enough. And even if he told you, it wouldn't be good enough.
She's saying he's
attempting it's your insecurity. It's not his, it's yours.
And if meeting you in the middle, that's a lot. Okay.
Then I just don't understand the question, because like this is another case of please assure me that he really loves me, even though he is trying. Like you said, he's trying to meet you in the middle. So obviously he's telling you sometimes, obviously he's doing it. And then you're coming to a psychic, like, I just need to know one more time. And then I need her to tell me, then I need her to tell me, then I'm gonna go to another side and I'm gonna ask another person, I'm gonna ask another person, because the issue isn't theirs and it isn't anybody else's, it's yours. It doesn't matter. You already said he's meeting you in the middle and he's showing you. Then what else do you want? This is your issue. You need to heal what's in here for you.
She said
That's
we have
okay to be healing.
Well,
Oh, okay. Then you know what? Lord help the child. What y'all need is couples counseling. You don't need a reading, honey. Y'all need couples counseling. Go have couples counseling. I don't get that there's any ill intent. I get that he actually does like you. And that's the energy that I get, is that he does like you. I literally see the hurt eyes. If that's not good enough, then I don't know what else to tell you. That's his true feelings. He does like you. So that's what Spirit is telling me. He does like you. If that's not good enough, then maybe you guys need to go to counseling, or maybe you need counseling. And it's okay to need counseling, because, honey, we all need a little bit of therapy. All right, Miss Lovely, have a good day. But I know you gonna wear this nigga down. He gonna be like, I'm good.
Never mind, thank you. Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because she didn't
I've been there
to hear. And I just told her exactly how he feels. He does like her. But again, it's not good enough. She wants to know that he thinks the sun rises and shines off her ass, and that he is totally in love with her, like she's the goddess of the earth. And if we don't say that, then that's not good enough. Again, it's never going to be enough. This is her insecurity, not his. I actually said he likes you. I don't see any negativity. I saw the little heart eyes, and that he appreciates you. So if that's not good enough, then I don't know what else to tell you, honey.
I don't think my approach was harsh, because I've been there.
My approach is harsh because you are annoying the hell out of me right now. And I'm pretty sure you're annoying the hell out of him too. And that's why we're here right now, is because, Lord help the child, you have beat this to death.
I'm gonna be right back. I gotta use the ladies' room.
Next.
How much coffee? I'll be right back.
The second lady was, oh, honey, sometimes Spirit is harsh.
Exactly. Like literally, I'm telling you exactly what I see, and you're like, okay, well, never mind. That's not good enough, and that's whatever, honey. Go ahead. You listen. You don't have to talk to me. You don't even have to believe what I'm saying. I'm getting it straight from the higher power. If you want that connection, then you talk to him. You have the same access to the higher power that I have. You just don't like that I'm being honest with you. You want somebody to be like, oh, well, honey, he should tell you that he loves you every day. Oh, honey, he should just kiss your hand every time he come in. I'm not. I'm honest. And I told y'all that I'm honest. When Spirit tell me, that's what I tell you. And if you don't like the way I deliver it, that's fine. You don't have to listen to it. But I'm not going to lie to you to make you feel good about it. Sometimes we need a little bit of honesty. And I've already been told that I'm harsh. I've been told I'm aggressive. I've been told I'm mean. I've been called a bitch, and I've been through it all. But what I am is telling you the truth as Spirit is telling it to me. And sometimes we need a little bit of reality. All right, well, have a good night, Miss Lovely. I hope that everything works out for you, and I hope that you understand that he does want to be with you, or you end up walking away. But either way, I do wish the best for you in this relationship, honey. But I think you already know the answer. You just came here to try to get something else, and you didn't get the answer that you wanted, so you're beating a dead horse.
Wait, what?
I'm
about to say good night. I can't. I cannot. I cannot.
Trina, what does it matter? The intention is to rub it in your face. So
let me do this. Let me just, Lord.
I cannot.
Oh, I don't even have to read cards for you to tell
I
you.
cannot.
Don't play
I-
into it. Just ignore it. Walk away.
I
Block it.
cannot.
Okay.
I can't. I can't. I can't.
Is the person that Katrina met online her ex-boyfriend's new girlfriend? I'm getting a yes.
I'm getting a yes.
So that's your answer.
You don't need to know the intention.
The reason she wanted to know, because she wants to know. Listen, obviously your ex-boyfriend is a little douchey because she wants to know if you and him are still having any contact. She wants to get to know you so she can ask you about him or who you're dating, or you could say, oh, it's such and such. So her intention was to find out what your relationship is or what your connection to that person is. We're women. We have this intuition. Like, come on now.
So if he ain't messing with you, he's messing with somebody else.
And she is trying to find out what the status of your relationship is.
Block.
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 Adjust her crown, tell her it's okay, and then tell her you don't want to play the game. And
Don't
then
even
block it.
adjust her crown. Don't even adjust her crown. It seems like it's some issues she need to work out with him, and that has nothing to do with you.
Tina, who's next?
Why is it 8:50?
Motherfucking yes.
What? Who?
Say what? Say who?
Will Jennifer ever see her granddaughter and great granddaughter?
We already answered this one before, Angie. We've had this one before.
I got a yes. Next.
We got a yes.
Next. Thank you. Honestly, praise the Lord. Just I never been so happy to see
Keena said she ain't sure if they here.
Honestly, are you still here, honey? Zaria or Zareen, are you still here? These are our last two. Honestly, and Zareen.
I'm about to put this Popeye in the oven.
Megan still in here?
Nobody's answering.
Nobody's home.
Honestly, or Zareen. Zareen, after all that fuss you made about us missing you, are you still here, honey?
No, but where are they?
Well, you both missed it.
Yeah, because what about Megan? Megan, are you still in here?
Is she responding on your Facebook?
She was in my text.
Because we weren't, because I don't think your Facebook was coming through.
I mean, she could just ask us the question and we could just answer. What is her question?
Her question. Can you do a reading for me? Someone from her past has recently moved near her, would like to know their intention.
Toward her?
That's all it says.
This is Megan.
Yeah.
All right, I'll do a card.
That's tricky though.
What are the intentions of the person who just recently moved near Megan? What are the intentions of the person who just recently moved near Megan? One card for this person's intentions. I got the Queen of Swords. And I don't even know how to interpret that. Because the Queen of Swords is somebody who is no nonsense. This is the person that says what they feel and says it how they mean it. Kina, you keep doing that. I hate that. All right, let me clarify that because I don't even know what that could be.
So I
was hoping to get like a for real like Seven of Swords, but or like love. But okay, so the Queen. What are their intentions? Okay, let me say this. Is the person who moved next to Megan, do they have bad intentions toward her? I gotta know. So I don't think that they have bad intentions towards you. Like I feel like there's something that you think is going on. So let me see. Let me clarify this Queen of Swords because I'm not a queen of a queen. Okay, they're usually nurturing, but the sword is the one who cuts through the BS with the knife. Like they know they cut between the truth and the false lies. They say it like they mean it. They think logically.
So I got a 9 of Hearts, which is new home, shift in family relationships. And then
when I say, does this person have any ill intentions toward you, I get no. And then I get that they're just kind of really looking for a friend, like maybe they don't know anybody here. I don't get a negative energy from this person.
Yeah, I got that they're physical and emotional changes or ending. Like so something is physically and emotionally ending for them. So I got that ace, which is a death card, like sudden change.
Like, was your relationship with them like did your relationship end on a negative note? Like, I don't trust this chick, so why is she here? Like, there's some people in my past, if they move close to me outside, I'd be like, I don't know, like, we cool, but we ain't about to be besties.
We gotta be besties.
Just because somebody reconnects with you doesn't mean that you have to reconnect with them. There's a lot of people that have moved here that I'm just like, yeah, I know such and such live here. That's just it. Like my son's barber, we don't all hang out. We just like he moved here and he cuts Brenda's hair. We have a professional relationship. We cool if we see each other out in an event or something like that. We would talk, but we're not hanging out. We're not coming to each other's houses for dinner. I don't get an ill intention. I do get that this person is just literally looking for somebody, like looking for a familiar face. I don't get an ill intention. Even when I clarified, I got the 3 of Wands. I didn't even get anything that was negative. I'll get one more card for clarity.
That's what I got. No real ill intention. It just like it was a move for convenience.
And then you know how sometimes we say, oh, we brag about where we are, or we say how great it is, or sometimes people see how it is, and you're a familiar face. I literally keep hearing familiar face, like you're a familiar face. Unless your relationship was negative. Like I feel like when people ask questions like that, there's something in the background that happened that we don't know about. So unless you and this person had a negative experience in the background and you're wondering if this person is still as shady as they were, that's why I was questioning. But I don't get that this person is has any ill intent in any way.
Yeah, I don't either.
What do I know? What are you getting, Alicia?
Yeah.
And then I got the Princess of Swords, which is the Knight of Swords, which is somebody who's just rushing in, all wild and free. Like maybe they made this move, you're the person, they're trying to reconnect with you really fast. And then I had the wish fulfillment, but I got it in the reverse. That's the 9 of Cups. That's the wish fulfillment. So they're, again, just hoping to reconnect with somebody who is familiar.
Yeah.
What'd you get, Alicia?
I just went along with Pendizzle. I'm not really getting any energy from it.
Yeah, I guess if she wants to talk
That's
online,
good.
we can, but I don't get any bad feelings from
Yeah,
her.
I don't either. So I told her what time that we started on her reading. So she said she's sorry that she has a family issue happening right now.
Listen, when you got littles, everything is a big, like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Littles don't care about your time. They like, I need your attention right this minute.
Exactly.
And my
All right,
pop pop
people,
needs
that's
my
it. My
attention.
chicken is waiting, my potatoes are waiting, and my gravy needs to be made. Like, my stomach is like, listen, you either go feed me or we just go pass out right here online. It was a great night with you all. I loved it. I won't be back until
Next
Sunday.
Sunday.
Sunday. I won't be here Wednesday. It'll be Sheri and Don, but I definitely will watch the replay. I'll be online tomorrow and Tuesday. Look, I'll be on Don every day this week until Friday. And I may do a pop up on Friday because I don't have to work on Friday, and I might do a pop up little reading on Friday.
That
Would
one
y'all
that last
think about the playing cards?
I'm sorry. Say that again, Sheri.
What did you think about the playing cards?
I like them. I think the only issue is just kind of being like, well, is that a sword or is that a heart? Like once you get the connection down pat, you'll be fine. There's a guy that I watch. His name is Minnow Pond, Minow Pond. He I think that's how you spell it. He does both. Like he has this one deck that has those in there, and he may do some oracles. Like his spread is elaborate, and he sometimes uses the regular cards in there. But he's very familiar with them, so it doesn't even take him a minute to be like, oh, this is associated, this is associated that. But I guess when you get that down packed, you'll know.
Yeah, and I won't touch them on
Did you
fire.
like it? I remember. Listen, all I cared about was, did you set my hair on fire?
No, but my desk was on fire. Like,
Do you like them?
I do. I do.
Miss
I'm gonna
Julie,
work
how was the psychic fair? I totally did not make it this morning. And I thought I said I might go and sit in with Miss Susan, but I did not. I at that time I literally was outside walking in the rain.
Yeah. And I am definitely gonna learn the bones a little better. So I've got my rabbit skin and my bones for throwing bones in here.
Miss Julie says she likes the cards, Sheri Berry.
Okay, good.
Do you feel a
So
connection to them? Like, do you feel
I
like
do.
you
I
do?
do. I do. I felt
Do
it
you
was
like
like
them better than your oracle?
mm, not
Not
necessarily. I
sure
just feel
yet.
like it's another tool.
Yeah.
And I really did I love my natural magic, but I really felt a huge connection with my hoodoo class. I'm really I was kind of like, oh my God, I can't believe I paid this much money for this hoodoo class, but I'm actually really glad I did. Really, really, really glad that I did that. The fuck? I like expanding what I know.
Me too. But I don't know that I'm committed to any other one thing anymore.
Okay. So hey, I gotta
I
tell
already got
y'all something.
Codex.
So on
Yeah, you were
Thursday,
supposed to be going a long time ago. Are you being rude to your
Shut
date?
up.
no, he didn't answer. So I'm not gonna go show up at a place where somebody's not there. Uh, right? Like,
Julie said, what class are you taking next year? Also, when are we doing happy hour, Thursday or Friday for your birthday?
I don't know. My birthday's on Thursday. I will be 54.
Look what Lewis got me.
That is really pretty.
Oh my God. Okay, guys, we're going to wait. Were you supposed to be taking on another class in January?
No, I don't have any classes left for this year. My next class, I have a balance of like $300 that I owe. I don't have $300 right now, so it'll probably be in March. I'm going to take a full herbologist class,
Ooh,
and it'll be on Saturdays from 9 to 2. So I just have to finish making payments on that, and then I'll have a certification in herbology. So I'm kind of like DL on my classes right now. So I will just be joining you guys, I think, for the rest of
Yeah,
the year. Unless something pops up that's going to be fun and affordable.
exactly. All right, guys, we're going to say good night. Thank you all for
Night.
tuning in. We hope that you all enjoyed our time. We hope that we gave you guys some healing, some tough love, some understanding, and just some great conversation for tonight. So see you all next week. Again, Shauna will be on in the morning, Susan and Don on Tuesday, Sheri Berry and Don on Wednesday. Thursday will be Sean and
Shauna.
And Sunday we'll be back with us. All right, bye guys.